We're still put together. We're still with
We're here.
One Piece.
I'm sorry. We're here.
We're here. We're here for Piece.
All right. Wild night. We know that's a talented team with a lot of firepower, and you guys were there back throughout. Again, I feel like we say this again, but what do you feel you guys showed tonight against they're the best team in the league at the moment?
I thought we did a lot of good things tonight. I think that's the best, that we mentally stayed locked into a game. I know there were spurts that we lost that focus, but for the majority of the game, it didn't matter if they scored. We just went back at them. We tried to fix things on the run, communicate on the run. That's a really well-oiled machine, but we were right there. We tied the game up at one point. So we're here. So I'm really happy with our effort tonight, our intentionality. I thought our offense looked good for the most part. Defense, I think we can be a step in early, but you're seeing really good glimpses of a lot of things out there tonight against the #1 team in the league. And I promise you, they're not going to want to see us again.
Yeah, and you guys got time to put up. TT will work so well for you tonight. 19-10, I do believe.
Just playing with a bunch of confidence and just being aggressive on the boards and just getting teammates open and trying to get the offense going a little bit on our end. That's pretty much. I mean, I'm upset we didn't get the win. I mean, if we need more, we would have got the win. But I mean, that's just one of the things I try to focus on every game. It's just doing the little things to help my team be successful.
This is for both of you. You guys are down to how many games now? Do you two like look at schedule, look at standings? Is that your thing, or you guys don't roll like that?
It's gonna take my biggest opponent is the one that's in front of us, and right now it's Chicago.
And just one last thing, what's the next thing?
I will say, obviously, we're pissed about the loss. We're pissed that we just went 0-2 again on the road. But again, there's a lot of good things that we brought tonight that we didn't bring in Phoenix, and that's a sign of growth. I just think there's a lot of good things that we can take and apply to Sunday of how we want to play. And again, just that there's another level that we can get to, and we're like, I feel like we're scratching the surface. So we got to be able to bust through to get to that next level, to be able to tie a game up against an #1 team, but then take a lead and be able to stay with that lead too. That's our next step. That's our next level.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for bringing.
We're going to Zoom.
All right, we have one on Zoom, Jen.
Hey, Taj. Hey, TT.
Jen.
Tosh, if I can start with you, at shoot around, you were talking about balancing your rah-rah and the water mentality. And I'm curious how you evaluate how you did with that today. Do you feel like you struck that balance?
I'll let TT answer, and you can give a real life answer.
What's her question?
I talked about my rah-rah opposed to my water type of leadership, and she asked how I did today.
Oh, she did great. Tasha was great today. She didn't get too much rah-rah. She didn't get too much water. It's a great balance for her, which is really good for us.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out what my middle ground is. My rah-rah makes me who I am, but I gotta be able to fit it because it doesn't necessarily help our team in some instances. And right now, I'm really trying to figure it out after we went to social water. So I'm really committed to this with my body language. And for me, today was glaring. My body language is better. We stay consistent. We don't, go down rabbit holes. So that's a responsibility that I have to take and be intentional about for the rest of the season.
TT, is that something you help with sometimes? If you see that she's too rah-rah, like what do you say to her? How do you help her with that?
Sometimes I go to Tasha and I'm like, Tasha, all right, make your body language. I try to pull it to her side, but I just try to tell her to be calm. I just try to tell her to be calm. Because I'm not a rah-rah person, I'm a real calm person. So I just try to meet her with the calmness in hopes that it'll come down. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But she did a great job today.
I feel like when I'm too high, TT, whether she talks to me or not, she'll start to be calm, which then triggers me that I'm a little too rah-rah. So I might come down like a little half inch, but she be trying to balance me.
Last thing for me, for either of you, I see 4 players in the box score with at least 5 assists. Does that indicate good ball movement? What do you make of that? And how much do you like seeing that?
It indicates it was great ball movement, but we also knocked out shots. I know we've been through stretches where we haven't been able to knock down the open shots, but we did a good job today with knocking down open shots and also finding our teammates in great positions.
Thank you.
We'll go to Alexa.
Hi guys, I just wanted to ask, are you both okay? I know you each went down kind of hard towards the end of the game. Everything okay and feeling all right?
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
got a fat lip right now.
Yeah, and I got a fat hip right now. It'll be good. We'll see y'all Sunday.
Good to hear. Thank you.
All right, Kareem, go right ahead. What'd you say?
Good. Let's stay in good team, obviously, there's no space for a reason. But you guys were right there. Pretty much.
I thought we competed well. You know, that's the first thing you have to do is take the challenge against them, and thought we jumped it in and ran it back at them when we could. We had periods of the game where we defended well, but you know, we talked in the locker room after the game. You can't have a 1 or 2 minute spell where you drop just a little bit. They don't stop. They don't stop. I didn't think we finished quarters well, and if we had finished some quarters a little better, we might have had a chance to be in that game.
So like the aggression on defense, it seemed like people were pushing it, shooting it, like shooting it confident.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's what we've been talking about. You heard me talk about it before the game. We've been saying it now for a couple of weeks. It's how we've had success without, you know, the people we've missed. Is everybody's got to be an active participant. You got to be a threat. You got to be willing to shoot the ball when it's your turn. You got to be willing to drive it hard and draw help or finish at the rim. And we just have to sustain it long.
Yeah, I just realized that I go that's good. Anyways, you know, head back home, it's 11 games, I mean, it's kind of more of the picture. Are you the type that likes to look at standings, look around the league to see what's going on? Do you even talk about it with the team, or you kind of, you like being trying to narrow focus and not really look at that kind of stuff?
You can look at it as long as you're not distracted by it. You know, you got it. It's not that we're not aware of where we are in the standings or anything like that, or how many games we got left, but our effort has to be on the next game. So that's the only way you help yourself in the standings, or, you know, the rest of the year. We're in a position where we have to win some games probably to get in the playoffs. And so we got to start as soon as we turn around and get home and get ready for Sunday. That's the most important one.
No one that you guys get people back, but even with the rest of it, yeah, no, it's better. It's better than you guys had that we talk about all day long. So does that kind of help when you're in, you know, these type moments? Like that. I know you guys would rather be part of that, but
Yeah.
you know, it's like, hey, this is when you can like lean on some of that better. Been there, done that kind of thing.
I think so. I think, you know, I told you the other night, I wasn't really happy with the way we responded. I've said that maybe a couple games, and tonight I was happy the way we responded, the way we were trying to talk and stick together in huddles and through the ebbs and flows of the game. That should be a given. You know, we should do that every night, regardless of circumstance. And you know, now it's on us to narrow our focus to the things we can control within games, to not have lapses, to not have a possession for each person where we're like, I'm not gonna run back this time. You know, it's the mentality is great, but the mentality shows up by consistent, sustained effort plays, focus plays. I don't know if you can hear me. A lot of action going on.
Yeah, we can go to Zoom. Jen?
Hey, Eric. Just to start off, you know, Asia 40 points and 12 boards. What was most challenging about her tonight?
Her general ability as a basketball player. She's she can post up, she can face up. You know, we did it, we doubled a couple times and did okay, but sometimes she makes her move so quick you can't get to her. And you know, we know we're giving up size in the starting lineup with her. I didn't think we were attuned enough, you know, collectively when she caught it at the high post a few times to get in her path and expect her to rip and go. But her mid-range jumper is pretty automatic, so you have to respect it. You have to get up, and that gives her a chance to rip and go by. So it's not one person that's going to stop her. Even when we got Kira and Elena, it's got to be all five. I know we can't give up 40.
And with TT and Tosh going down, but it sounds like they're okay. But how does that? I mean, does your heart just like plummet into your stomach when you see that? Like, how do you react to that?
Yeah, it wasn't a great moment. TT's looked, she took a good shot to the face, but a little more superficial because you could see the blood. But Tasha's, that was a scary moment. I was happy to see her come back on the bench. And I was like, no, you are not about to go back in the game. You just park it right there.
And then last thing for me, just wanted to ask you about Tosh, because I was asking you about her pregame as well, but beyond the 21 points and 6 assists and 4 boards, just what'd you like most about her overall effort and her leading the team tonight?
I thought the demeanor she showed tonight is the one we need, intense, upbeat, demanding, but focused on the next play. I thought she had the right tone for the group tonight.